It's shits and giggles, but we're already giggling. Okay.
Yeah. You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
Why not?
Have you ever read the disclaimers that we're running here?
Yes, I have.
You have.
And
Okay.
thank goodness you put that on.
Well, I had to. I mean, look at some of the,
Some of the things you and Raylene talk about need a disclaimer.
Well, yeah. And thank God Raylene is clicking the buttons remotely because she just sent me that. So you can have a look. Whew.
Thank you, Raylene, for taking care of that little oopsie.
I was just testing the microphones.
Yeah. Yeah. And Will did send me his new title so we can put his position in there when we talk about him.
Okay. Are we going to get through today without getting arrested?
I don't know. It could be political suicide for me. I told my husband this morning this could be political suicide, but I don't care.
What did he say?
He said, let her rip.
See, this is the one that I love right here. Sometimes we dive deep and ask tough questions about subjects some might find uncomfortable.
Right.
And we do this to provoke thought, reflection, and dialogue. We love what we do and we have fun. Don't take us too seriously. Relax.
I know.
And you would be surprised. No, actually, you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be because it creates haters. And unfortunately, I can't make everybody happy. You can't make everybody happy. The way the world is today, we obviously know that somebody is going to judge something.
Yeah.
So don't take us too seriously today, people. Just relax, enjoy, and if it doesn't make you happy, turn it off.
Isn't it amazing how some people just get, and I don't know if it's COVID, I don't know if it has nothing to do with COVID, it could be just a transitional shift in our society. I don't know. Culture, we're all just too
angry
and sensitive.
We are too angry and we are too sensitive. And I get it. There's some hot topics out there. There are. Mm-hmm. There are some hot, painful topics out there. I get it. Okay. But don't hate on the topics. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's just talk about, keep an open dialogue. Give positive feedback. Give constructive feedback. Don't give negative because that doesn't do any good. That only fuels the hate. And haters don't work in my book. Anyway, hi, good morning.
Greg Forbes.
Here I am.
From the Rainbow Bridge Community Center right here on North Main Street in Barrie.
Yes.
You have put so much into this. I mean, countless hours.
Yes.
Dedication, vision, dream,
money,
hope, money,
passion,
time, muscle,
passion.
Has blood has blood been shed?
Not by me, by Jed when he was putting things up and cutting himself. I don't do things that create nail breakage. So I don't bleed that way.
All right.
But my heart bleeds in a lot of ways.
What did he say when he smashed his hand? Oh, fire truck?
Jed uses a lot of colorful words.
Yeah.
And he uses those words in the spectrum of the rainbow.
Yeah.
They're very colorful.
Yeah.
And it's just his way of getting out his frustrations.
Heather Slayton just said it beautifully. She said, amazing, realizing we all still own the right to turn off what we do not want to see or hear.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
And that's the thing. Instead of listening to the whole thing and then complaining, if it's offending you, there are TV shows that I watch that are anti-gay or anti-black or whatever. And I shut it off because it offends me and I feel that it has no place in my world. So if this offends you, move on. Move
Right.
the fuck on.
People don't know how to do that, though, buddy.
No, they just want to ridicule, and they want to hate.
We want to get tangled up
Yeah.
in hate.
Yeah.
Right.
And my center is not about hate. And the news is filled with hate.
It is.
You know, and shame on you, by the way.
Yeah.
Shame on you for daring to report anything out of Vermont. How ridiculous was that?
Can you believe that?
That I was watching the show. I have your screen up in the corner while I'm doing all my work.
Yeah.
Okay. And I heard that, and I had to maximize the screen and pay attention, and then message you and say, basically, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like part of what's out there in the world,
Yeah.
outside of Vermont, helps develop us inside of Vermont.
Right.
To be better. So if there's a shooting somewhere, God forbid, it helps us to be aware of the fact that we need to be vigilant here.
Yeah.
Okay? So telling us what goes on. Now, some of the stories about the pig, that this and that, I mean, those are silly, goofy stories that make people laugh.
Yeah.
But when you talk about news that's going on out there, okay, it enlightens us as Americans, as Vermonters, that this shit is happening. Mm-hmm. We have get-togethers all the time here. We have events here all the time. And we need to be vigilant that these things can happen here. And what do we do to heighten our securities
Right.
to make sure we as Vermonters are safe? So kudos for telling the stories so that we continue to learn and know what the hell is going on and make us better here.
Yeah, it was a story. Sherilyn actually told me about it. It was a funeral home in Indiana
Yes.
that had all of these bodies
Yes.
laying around rotting. And we had the same thing happen in Morrisville
Right.
back in March.
Right.
So I just shared the story on the Aired Out page.
And we have a lot of events throughout Vermont where we all gather together and we do things out in public, and we need to know what's going on so that
Yeah.
we can make sure we're all secure and safe here.
That's right.
So keep telling the stories, and those people, I don't even know her name. I know you blasted all over God's kingdom, but
Kim.
whatever. Just keep doing what you're doing and telling the story so that we can be enlightened, just in case we don't have time to watch the news in the morning. Sometimes it's nice to hear it somewhere else. So
Yeah.
keep going, buddy. Keep
So
going.
it's all right to report to report or share reports on stories outside of Vermont.
You have the pig stories, things like that. That's
What was
kind
the
of
pig?
queer.
What was
I
the
don't
pig?
know. You tell things about these weird things, these animals, these possums, and these all this stuff. Those are all kind of nerdy in their own little bizarre way, but they're kind of funny. And you know what? Part of Shits and Giggles is laughing.
That's right.
It's called Shits because there's a lot of shit out there,
Yeah.
and Giggles because some of it's pretty fucking funny.
Well, we have to laugh about some or try to.
If
at
you don't
least.
laugh at some things, you might as well just give up.
Right.
And I believe in not giving up.
Let's just slam the brakes on things here because we have to show some love to this kid.
Yes.
Cliff Fleury's son is 13 years old today. Tanner France.
Tanner, what's up, buddy? Happy birthday.
Barry. Now, what Tanner needs to understand is that once you hit the teen years, which is official today,
Yes.
all rules are null and void.
Well, all rules change.
Yes.
They're not null and void. They change.
Curfews go up.
Allowance goes up.
Allowance goes up.
Job responsibilities go up.
Right. You don't have to follow as many rules when you become a teenager.
Tanner, take my word for this. You still have to follow parents' rules. Okay? JD, do not tell him that. Yeah. Now the parents are like, I wish you had never mentioned his name.
Yeah.
Tanner, happy birthday, buddy.
News today, Secretary of State Jim Kondos endorsing his deputy, Chris Winters, to be his successor. We had him on the air not long ago. This guy's been in office for 25 years.
He's been in the center. He came into the center he came in about 2 weeks ago. I gave him a tour of the entire center. He has offered his support, And he is
Amazing.
100% behind anything that we do. So nice guy,
Yeah.
very nice guy.
He did a great job on the podcast as a guest here, as well as Bridget Grace. Both of their signs, by the way, are here in the building, and Bridget's is right behind you. And we're big fans of Bridget Grace too, for Washington County, excuse me, state's attorney. We had her on the air as well. Great show, a very interesting lady who's got some big plans for Vermont. And let's say this: we know that the primary is coming soon.
Yes.
We've got it. Please get out and vote. I don't care who the hell you are. I don't care if you're left, if you're right, if you're red, if you're blue. I don't care.
The votes matter this year.
You've got
They
to get
matter.
out.
The votes matter this year.
This is an important one.
The votes
They're
matter.
all important, but this one
No,
in particular.
this because there's so much hate, and there's so much violence, and there's so much discord right now that
Right.
the votes, if you don't like what you see, and you don't like what you hear going on out there, you can't complain if you don't make an effort.
Yeah.
So if you don't vote, then shut up.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Yeah.
vote, you have the right to stand out there in the streets with your picket signs, and you have the right to voice what you feel. But if you do not vote, then shut up.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that right.
Exactly. And you know, let's just say it how it is this morning. There's a ton of office holders that are retiring or not running again.
Yes.
So you know,
So it's important now to get the new blood in there.
and it's your due diligence to study up on these candidates and
Yes.
find out how they align with you.
Yes. You
Or-
know, the other night Jed and I were watching the discussion between the people running for the Senate with Becca and all of them. And they had the four people on the panel. And it came on, and Jed was about to change the channel. And I says, can we just watch this for a little bit?
Yeah.
And I didn't want to watch it because I have a favorite or I don't have a favorite.
Right.
I want to watch it because even if I have a favorite, maybe one of my non-favorites
Sure.
says something that makes me say, oh, wait, there's a platform that
Yeah.
I need to look at.
Right.
So pay attention to what's on the air, pay attention to what's in the news, and vote responsibly and vote. And
Yeah.
just don't vote a party line. I love meeting people who say to me, I say to them, are you red? Are you blue? And they say, you know what? I'm whatever platform is going to get us where
Sure.
we can move ahead.
People try to pin me as red or blue,
Yeah.
left or right.
Yeah.
And good luck. You've known me for a
Shirley's been trying to pin you for a long time, and it hasn't worked. So, I mean, red or blue is not going to work either.
It's just
But bump bell.
yeah.
Hi, Shirley.
You can't put me in a box.
No.
And
Well, you've been saying that forever.
yeah.
You've been saying that. And you know what's funny is because I am LGBTQIA,
Yeah.
okay, I'm supposed to be in a box.
Yes, you are supposed to be in a box.
And
You're
I
right.
don't fit in a box. I fit in the only box I fit in is love and acceptance.
Yeah.
That's it. So if I'm supposed to be this person or represent this person or
Yes.
stand for this person,
Yes.
if this person that I'm supposed to be or stand or represent does not fit with love and fit with acceptance and fit with the fact that I can accept you despite you don't agree with me,
Sure.
well, then sorry, I don't fit in that box either.
Yeah.
Wow, this is deep shit.
No, but
where's the giggles?
But that's so true though.
It's
about-
very true.
about you.
I have been I don't want to say picked on because I picked on is such a bully word, and I don't get bullied. I don't if I get bullied, it's because I allowed myself to get bullied.
Yeah.
I have been questioned.
Yes.
And people have asked me my commitments and my things based on who my friends are, what shows I go on, what news papers I subscribe to and stuff. And my answer is, this person doesn't fit your color of the rainbow, but this person is still a frickin' person, and his
Yes.
heart is huge,
Yeah.
and his meaning is meaningful. So you don't all have to be exact to fit in the box.
Right.
You just have to have that good-natured heart and willing to learn, because I'm learning every effing day.
But it seems like there's a sector of our culture that wants certain sectors to walk around with a stamp on their head
Yeah.
as a label.
Yeah. And they want to hate those who don't have the same stamp.
And you have to meet a certain criteria to
Yes.
have that stamp on your
Yes.
head.
And I'm not politically correct. And that doesn't make me wrong or right.
Right.
Okay? I don't say it all correctly.
So how? Here's what I'm talking about. You know, show your nails. Right here. How can a man walk around with nails like that and wear a Harley Davidson T-shirt with 2 earrings in the ears?
You know, I go to Laconia, and I go to the bike shows in Laconia, and there are hundreds of bikers there, and they are embraced and fascinated by my nails and my personality. They don't question it. I go to Wilkins Harley up there, and every single person up there knows me.
Yeah.
And even want to see, what design nail do you have? And it's not because they want me to spend money, because there are times I go up there and I just drink their soda and eat their popcorn and hang out with the guys up there.
Yeah.
Chris, who's up there, he treats me like I am his best friend every time I show up.
Bro, don't move in on Chris, because he's my best friend.
Okay? John.
I love Chris.
John, I'm sending him an email to meet with him to talk about how we can collaborate together between the Rainbow Bridge Community Center and a bike shop.
Yeah.
What? I mean, how do I wear a shirt like this and nails like this? Because I'm proud of who I am on all different levels. I don't have to fit into one box. And for those who fit in certain boxes, I love that. I love that. When people come in and they are so over flamboyant and over excited about who they are as an individual in the center, that charges me. And then those people who come in with their head down and kind of shy and kind of feeling like they don't belong, that overcharges me. Because that's what we're there for.
Sure.
Bring it all in.
Have you ever had anyone come in incognito, in disguise?
I've had people who come in and they walk in as a gentleman, and they go to the bathroom, and they come out dressed in clothes that make them very, very comfortable. And I sit and chat with them, and we put programs together, and we go on the computer and look up different kinds of things that maybe they want to buy and can't afford, so I buy it for them, and they feel comfortable in their skin for an hour.
This is exactly what you've been hoping for.
This is what I want. I have so many different... I have
You didn't
teenagers...
you didn't have this before.
No.
You
I
were
have
isolated.
teenagers that literally walk in. Teenagers that walk in and they look around like they just walked into Wonderland. And I'm just like, can I help you? And I'm just looking. And the next thing I know, they're sitting at the computer doing some research work and grabbing a bite to eat in the kitchen, grabbing a soda. I have people that are coming in and just sitting and playing chess because they want to.
Sure.
Okay? And then I go outside. I went down to Price Chopper, and I was putting food on the conveyor belt. And this man, big, burly guy, had to have been in his 70s, big, scruffy beard. I mean, he looked like he was going to get on a Harley afterwards. And he was like, "Hey, you the guy up at that community center up there?"
Oh, dear God.
And I said, "Yes, why?" And he says, "Because I heard the guy has long nails, so I figured it was you. Cool nails, dude." So I'm like, "Thanks." And then we chatted about some of the stuff going on there. And he was like, "Very cool." He says, "My daughter's a lesbian." And I was like, "Well, welcome to the family." So it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
That's not what my center is about.
It's exactly right. And you're your doors are open to straight people.
Well, let me clarify that, because I have gotten questioned by some very, very smart, and I mean smart, intelligent individuals who work in this community with the LGBTQ, and I have a lot of respect for them. And I would love to use that one person's name verbally, but I don't want to because I haven't asked permission. Mm-hmm. But I was asked by this person, who I have a lot of respect for, are you an LGBTQ center or are you a community center? Please identify so we know.
Wow.
And that was a powerful question that was asked at me. And here's my answer. Okay? The Rainbow Bridge, the name that I came up with, because I've been ridiculed about that name too. The Rainbow Bridge, I've been told, shame on me, because that is a phrase that's been used for the passing of pets to the other world, or onto they take the Rainbow Bridge. So shame on me for using that. Well, doing my research, and I did my research before I did the name. Before the pet passing bridge, the Rainbow Bridge was the bridge used by Thor and all the gods to cross over the Rainbow Bridge to all different realms, including the planet Earth. And so therefore, the Vikings have never contacted me to complain that I've used the Rainbow Bridge for that. Okay? And the Rainbow Bridge has so many other meanings also. The reason I chose Rainbow Bridge is very basic, because the rainbow has the colors from black to white and thousands of colors in between.
Full spectrum.
And rainbow to me is everyone. And bridge to me is a gap, just like the George Washington Bridge and all the other. This is a bridge between all the colors of the rainbow.
So me as a straight man, straight male,
is welcome.
I'm welcome.
Is welcome, because I am, to clarify the question that was asked me by the person, I am a community center, period. A community center that embraces all the colors of the rainbow, from black to white, that can come here and enjoy clubs, activities, programs, counseling, fun times. Or, hey, here's a thought. Somebody comes in once a week and he literally just sits at the couch and reads for an hour. Doesn't want to be spoken to. I come out, I say hello. He says hello. He says, I'm going to read. I says, enjoy. I go to my office. He sits and reads. Done. That's what it is. It is a community center that engages and welcomes the youths, welcomes families, welcomes the LGBTQIA community. Okay, I work with the LGBTQIA Alliance for Vermont. I work for anyone. I'm working and putting together to work with the Vermont Food Bank to be able to emphasize and put additional food in my center for people who need. This is a community center that happens to have the word rainbow, which is a major faceted colors, and bridge, which bridges everybody together. And I hope that clarifies for all the haters. I hope it clarifies for all the people that are judging. This is a safe space. Nobody gets to judge in this space. I will remove physically anybody who judges in my space, in our space. I have the Barrie Police Department on speed dial if somebody wants to come in and mess with us. And we're prepared to work with any genre that wants to come in and just feel welcome. Period. End of sentence. Nothing else to say about that.
Whether you're gay or not.
Gay is... You know, people say, oh, you're gay, you're straight, you're this. No, we're people. Okay? Don't take I will fight for the equality of the LGBTQIA community. I will fight for them. But If I have a party for my daughter that has been planned for a year, and there is a drag show happening in Barrie on the same night, I will put my family first, and I will go to my daughter's event, and I will miss something that I really want to go to be with my family. And if that judges me as not gay enough, I'm sorry.
Have you been called
I have been called not gay enough.
not gay enough?
Yes. Yep.
Recently.
Yeah, and it's hurtful because I didn't know you had to be straight enough or gay enough or transgender individual enough. I didn't know that a transgender male or a transgender female had to prove themselves to be who they want to be and feel comfortable in their skin. I didn't know that a gay man or a gay woman had to over-exaggerate their life. I know many gay men who are so straight acting and so butch, and it's not because they're hiding in the closet, it's because who the fuck they are. It's who they are. So I'm sorry if a straight man has an feminine voice, but he's still straight.
I know several.
Okay? I'm sorry if a straight man can have fun with a gay person and joke around and then be said that he's not politically correct. And that has been thrown at you.
That very much.
Okay? And not for nothing. I can be your friend and I can be the gayest person's friend and just be friends and know that, well, JD, you know what? Politically, sometimes your verbiage isn't perfect. Doesn't make a shame on you. It just makes who you are.
Yeah.
But your heart is so big that you would sell your house to buy me a house if mine burned down.
Yeah.
And I'm gay.
Right.
So let's take the gay and the straight and all this. And I get the whole gay people are being bashed. I get the fact that we, the LGBT community, have to keep fighting for our rights, which we shouldn't have to because we're just people. I get that we need to go out there and advocate. I get that we need to keep saying to people, here we are, stop judging us. We're just people. We have rights. I get it. And people, I am 100% behind it. But I'm not out there with a banner every day because that's not who I am. And thank God there are people out there with banners every day because that's who they are. And that's what makes us all a unit. That some of us aren't out there screaming, but some of us are. And I will back any LGBTQIA individual that needs help or assistance. I will give it to them. I had a gentleman move from Texas and came into my center and said, I need a doctor who knows how to work with HIV positive people and a dentist. Do you have those resources for me? And I did. And that made me feel like I did something right. Okay, so what I might be doing on a small scale may not be as big as what other people are doing, but together with the big scale, the small scale, the medium scales, the activists, the quiet ones, all together we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. And in my little corner of the world, and this is my corner of the world, in my corner of the world, I'm accepting anybody who wants to walk into Barrie and walk into my center and say, hey, what is this place? And I tell them with pride, and they either roll their eyes and leave, or they say, this is frickin' awesome. And that's it. So to the haters out there, stop hating. Come talk to me. Come set up an appointment and say, hey, I think you're doing this wrong. Can we redo this? I am willing to listen to any positive, constructive criticism. But if you're going to go online or you're going to go out into the public and say, hey, let me tell you about this jackass and blah, 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 I dismiss you because you're not helping me. You're not helping the cause. Damn, what a soapbox I got on. I'm exhausted. Show over. I just had a lot of passion about this because I've been attacked a lot for things that I'm like, I'm not trying to hurt anybody. And I'm being accused of hurting people by not clarifying, by making people wonder that it hurts them. And I'm sorry if my lack of clarification hurt people, because that's not my intent. So hopefully now I've clarified that we are a community center. We are a community center in Barrie, supported with a written and sealed support letter by Becca Balance. Ballant, supported by David Zuckerman, supported by Christine Halquist, supported by Michael Deering, supported by Cody Morrison, supported by the communities here, the stores here. I have support from the Wabi Jewelers, from the Meltdown, from CW Printing, supported by communities around here that are saying, don't listen to the haters, just keep going because we need it. So I'm just going to keep going. And I want the help and I want the guidance from the other LGBTQ centers out there. I'm going to be reaching out to them for them to come and do training to our community on verbiage, the proper way to say things when you're talking to our community, the proper pronouns. I'm going to be reaching out to these individuals at the centers and saying, hey, come here and help me help our community and help my board. Help my board of directors understand things. Help me learn.
This pronoun thing has really created a lot of, for many, it has been a source of relief. Oh, finally.
Yes.
Finally.
Mm-hmm.
And for others, it has created a massive source of frustration. Where do you stand on that?
I don't know if I want to say frustration, confusion, and lack of understanding. Yeah. I think how I stand on it is I'm 59 years old. And people say, you're 59, you shouldn't be running a community center because you don't engage with the youth and the young community. And my answer to that is, fuck off. Because I, every day, am studying and learning every pronoun. I'm trying to understand every facet of every individual. Because it's not just the LGBTQIA community. Every individual has a right to stand up and say, hey, I am this. And so the pronouns get confusing. The pronouns can be frustrating to a lot of people, especially the older generation, who are like, well, we've always been he, she, done, period, end of story. Okay, and I get that. Okay. Shame on the states that are stifling that. Okay, and I'll say it straight out. Shame on fucking Florida. Okay, for stifling that. Okay, shame on Texas for putting laws against parents who support their frickin' children. Okay, there's a lot of pronouns out there. There's a lot of verbiage out there that still needs to be learned and understood. And bring it. Bring it. Let every single individual in all the high schools and the junior high schools identify as who they are and let us embrace it and learn by it that basically all they're saying is we are us. We are who we are. Accept me for me. We learned as adults to accept kids who put purple color in their hair. And we looked at it when it first happened as, oh my God, what the F? And now grandmas and older people are coloring their hair different colors. Why? Not to be, oh my God, just to be what makes them effing happy at the moment. Throw a fucking wig on and go outside because you want to and screw anybody who looks at you differently. So how do I feel about these pronouns and all these different phrases? Bring it. And if I don't know it, if I don't understand it, and if I've never heard it, come teach it to me. I'm there. I have people that come to me and say, I am bi-gay. And I'm like, wait, so you're bi or you're gay? I'm bi-gay. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's, and when I first heard that, I was like, I thought there was either bi or gay. I didn't know there was bi. But this is how they identify themselves. So who am I to try to correct that? And I'm gay. Who am I? And somebody criticized me because they said, well, if he's gay and he outwardly says he has no gay friends, how gay can he really be? I have a really, really, really dirty way of describing how gay I can be. But I'm going to keep it very respectful. And that is, I am not an extrovert. I am not one who goes out and just, hey, I'm gay. Any gay friends out there?
You're also not an activist.
No. So by doing this community center, it has helped me to go out there and say, hey, how are you? Here's my card. My name is Greg Forbes. I'm running the... And now I'm meeting people. And that was the purpose, is for us all to meet each other. So I'm meeting a whole different world that I have shied away from for years, not because I was ashamed of being gay, but because I didn't know how to. So now I've created a place that I now know how to meet people, and they're coming in saying, I'm gay. I don't know how to come out. Can you help?
When did you come out?
I came out at 22 or 23 years old.
Okay. You were married?
No, 32, 33 years old. I was married to a woman who I love more than life itself. My entire center is dedicated around this straight woman
that you were married to.
That I was married to, that embraced more colors of the rainbow than gay people embrace. She didn't give a shit what world you were in. All she cared about is that when you were in her corner of the world, you were a happy person. Mm-hmm. And she supported me when I came out. She made my wedding cake for my husband and I. She stood up at my wedding with us. Okay? The three of us raised our kids together, and this center is evolved around her and her spirit, and I feel it every day at the center when I feel like, why am I here today? Because nobody has shown up, and it's already 1 o'clock, and I hear her say, shut the fuck up and keep going. And so I do. Okay? And this woman, if she was here, would tell all the people that are judging me, shut up. Just shut up. He makes mistakes. Sue him. Okay? And the friends that he has makes mistakes. Sue them. Okay? Because there's a lot of people in this community that are rallying behind me because I'm catering to the youth and the adults. Because I have people in their 70s that are coming in that just want to sit and feel comfortable. And that doesn't make them bad. Okay? And I have veterans that were in the military that have been physically and emotionally abused during the military, serving our country, being abused in the military because they were gay. And now they come to the center and they're like, can we start a veterans group here for the LGBTQ vets that need a place to come and talk? Okay? So I'm sorry, but this center is for all of us. And now I sat down with a board member yesterday and we started talking about how we can engage the youth in our community to come down and start getting involved. And that's why we have new programs we're coming up with so that the youth can come down and feel safe and happy here too.
How many kids did you have with Alicia?
4. Oh, 3 kids with Alicia, 1 with my previous marriage that I did because I was told I had to get married because I was Italian.
And are any of the kids gay?
No.
Okay.
No. And they adore me and my husband. They
do.
Look at Jed and me as their parents because Alicia passed away 10 years of cancer. And it was left to Jed and I to pick up the slack. And one of my children never forgave me for divorcing their mom and being gay and has told me I never want to speak to you again. And that broke my heart, but I have to respect that because everybody's entitled to what makes them who they are. And if this helps him or hurts him in a way that he needs to function this way, then I respect that. And I still love him to death. But it's his choice.
One of your sons
yes,
is a badass in the military.
Yes.
A ranger?
He is very high up there in rank when it comes to securing our country and working with the military.
All right. He absolutely worships you.
He adores me, and I adore him. And when we talk on the phone, it's like there are times he'll call me and say, Dad, I'm going on vacation.
Yeah.
And I say, well, where are you going? He's like, really? Really? He's
really?
Really? He's like, I can't tell you. And I'm the person that they contact if something were to happen to him. So when he's gone for 3, 4, 5, 6 months without contact or whatever, my panic is, do I get a text saying, Dad, I'm back? or do I get that person showing up at my door? But when we do talk, perfect example, I went away to Maine 3 weeks ago, and on my way to Maine, he texted me and said, can you call me? I need to talk. And he needed dad advice. And we talked for about 40 minutes on the phone about things that he was having struggles with. And when we were done, he was able to take that and make his next decisions on what he wants to do in his personal life. So we have a very close relationship. And he tells people, and he's told people in high school and junior high school, I have 2 dads. If someone has an issue with it, meet me after school and we'll settle it. And this was from junior high on.
Yeah.
And I'd get calls from the principal, your son is telling people to meet him in the park. I says, no, he's just telling people that this is life, and if you don't like it, let's just settle it and move on instead of spending a whole year in school arguing about it.
And he's even said to some of his fellow soldiers.
He's told his soldiers, I have two dads. And they're like, cool. Okay. He's an amazing individual. I am super proud of him. He hates when he hears thank you for your service, because when he hears that, everybody says it all the time. And I'm saying this for a reason. Everybody tells everybody thank you for your service all the time, and service people hear that all the time, and it gets numbing to them. They're like, yeah, okay, you're welcome, whatever. The same thing in my community center. I have parents that come in that say, my child just came out to me that they're non-binary. They're a non-binary individual. Or that my child just came out and said he is a transgender male. And I said, what do you say to them? And they said, well, we say we support you. And I say, that's awesome. And that's a beautiful start. But we support you is the same as saying thank you for your service. I says, because everyone supports everybody. I got so much support when I was building this community center, but not one single person came and picked up a paintbrush and painted the wall.
I tried to, gee.
You
Jesus.
didn't. You lazy.
I was
you
right
lazy
here.
fuck. You didn't.
I was right here.
Some people, nobody came and helped me move furniture. Nobody came and helped me do this and that, except for my husband. I mean, he supports me, and there's, But what I'm saying is, I support you is a great start. But what we need to understand is, as our youth, as our young teens, as our 11-year-olds and 10-year-olds and 12-year-olds, and yes, even younger than 10 people, they realize who they are, or they're trying to evolve into who they are. It's important for us to say, I'm evolving with you. This way it allows us to make mistakes. And when we make the mistakes, we tell them, I'm evolving with you, so I'm making some mistakes, but I'm right there with you. Mm-hmm. You're changing, which means I, as a parent, need to change. I, as a boss, need to change. Because as a boss, you get somebody that comes in and you've never, ever, and I had this from a local owner who never dealt with the non-binary community. And they hired an individual who was a non-binary individual, and they came out to the boss as, by the way, I am a non-binary individual. And now the boss has to evolve with them and learn how to do the they, them. Instead of, give it to her, it's give it to them. Okay? And that boss came to me and said, it's a little bit of work.
Yeah.
And I said, yes. And that's part of the evolving. So when somebody comes to you and says, I'm this or I'm that, and you've known them as something else for a while, tell them, you know what, I support you and I'm going to evolve with you, because that's part of the process. Yeah. That's how we learn, is by making the mistakes and learning from them.
Your open house was a massive day.
It
Success.
Was huge.
It was a staple in your life.
Yes.
You'll never forget that day.
Over 300 people came through on that day. It was there were tears inside of me that I couldn't shed, because I had to be the executive director, and I had to be and that's who I am. I don't show it.
Beyond the dignitaries that were there.
And they were dignitaries.
There was some real
Amber LeMay came. Amber LeMay, I have been dying to meet Amber and the House of LeMay for a long, long time. Amber has been an icon in Vermont. for a very long time, and Amber showing up, and then Amber messaging me later, and Amber willing to work with me on the community center going forward, I was flattered. I was flattered by that. She's just hysterical, and she said to me, we got to chat for a little while, and she's like, honey, I've been doing this since you've been in 3-cornered underwear. And we just laughed. I mean, there were people there that showed up in the community from the businesses. I received flowers from businesses congratulating me.
Yeah.
It was a really people driving down the street honking horns,
Yeah.
waving.
There's Amber right there, by the way.
Yes, Amber she's just amazing. And I was supposed to Zoom call with her the other day, and I was unable to because I didn't have internet. But Amber, I am going to reach out to you, honey, and we are going to chat. Yeah, she's an inspiration. And there are other people that showed up that, I didn't expect there. And they showed up. The mayor was there. People from the city council were there. David Zuckerman spoke there. Christine Halquest was there. And her schedule is so busy, I can barely pin her down for a conversation.
Sure.
You were there. Just from everywhere.
Yeah.
The Vermont Chamber of Commerce. I mean, they Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce, who's writing me a support letter also. I mean, they're just all coming out and saying, here we are.
You've also, speaking of coming out, you've had a couple of people who have come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
To you.
Yeah.
Of something that they have.
They've not only come out to me.
Very locked in.
They've
the
not only
closet.
come out to me, but they've been coming out to the world, which they hadn't done in maybe 60 years.
Isn't that amazing?
And they're like, you know what? Thank you. You gave me a place to come now that I can come here and then go outside and be like, here I am.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of programs that we're starting to get involved with, if we can talk about any of those real quick.
Please,
Where's the giggles?
We're giggling.
Okay. Are we, though? Really? I didn't mean to get on my soapbox today. I just wanted people to understand that there's a lot more facets to me than just what they read on Facebook.
I say to you all the time, what a pleasure it is to have you in my life as a friend, as someone who can be extremely serious. And you and I have had some fights, but also
I'm usually right.
But also very funny, and.
But we've also had some really deep conversations.
Sure we have.
Where we've sat, I've come in here with Jed, and we've had to educate you on things that you had a hard time understanding, especially in Jed and my community. And you've educated me on understanding your perspective and the fact that you're not a young fellow and that you have views and opinions and you're willing to open your mind, but you also have different genres of friends yourself. That you have friends that would judge me. And you're still friends with them because they curb themselves because they know best.
Yes.
But at the same time, you have dear friends that if they were to judge me, even as dear friends, you would shut them down.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
And in the same respect, I'm the same way. That I have friends that if they judge you, see ya.
Yeah.
Because you don't get to tell me who to pick as my friend.
That's right.
And you tell people that they don't get to tell you that either.
Yeah.
So yes, it's
well said. Well said.
Well, thank you.
Your Facebook page is exploding. What is the Facebook page title so that people know?
I don't know. You're the one who built it for me. I actually have somebody who's going to be connecting my Facebook page to TikTok.
Okay.
So that when I message on Facebook, it's going to go to TikTok too.
All right.
And all that stuff. But I think it's at RainbowBridgeVT.org.
Yes, VT. Yes.
Or at RainbowBridgeVT.
For Facebook, yeah.
For Facebook. Right. And right now it's blowing up only because of the fact that I'm posting all the new and exciting things that are going to be happening and that are happening.
Yep.
First of all, the Barre Heritage Festival, only a few weeks away.
Yes.
We are one of many, so I'm not going to pat myself that we are, but we're one of many sponsors. The Rainbow Bridge has given money to this festival because we support it.
Yep.
And we're going to have a table right on the street in front of our center, and we have another table in the park.
Yep.
And Jed has made these amazing, beautiful dice boxes for D&D, Dungeons and Dragons dice,
Yes.
and for regular dice. He's made beautiful wood dice boxes that we're going to be selling at the center, along with other things and informational packets. And we've gotten our banner, finally a 6-foot banner that we're going to have at our table and stuff. So we're going to be at the Heritage Festival. And we have some other surprise things that we're going to be doing there that I'm working on right now. So the Heritage Festival on Friday and Saturday, we're going to be there all day, all night through the whole thing, which is pretty exciting. We also have this coming up, the 15th, open mic night.
All right. What is this about? That's
I have no idea what we're going to be doing at open mic night is. This is an opportunity for anybody, and it's ages 20 and up. Okay, this is an adult one. We are going to be doing a teen and youth open mic night, which will be on a Saturday afternoon, which we're working on now. But this one on the 15th of July from 6 o'clock until 9 or until whenever. It could go later.
Yeah.
Anyone 20 and older can come down. They can bring their guitar and sing. They can read their poems. They can tell stories. They can play music. They can tell jokes if they think they're funny, JD. You're welcome to come down and try your hand at a joke or two.
Well, I'd like to come down and sing.
Oh, no, please.
Roxanne!
No.
You don't have to turn on the red light.
Now nobody's coming. Anyway, there's going to be refreshments. There's going to be juice. There's going to be soda. There's going to be donuts. There's going to be food, things like that. And it's basically just a time down at the center at 81 North Main Street where we're just going to hang out and we're going to have a good time socializing.
All right.
And it's going to be an open mic night. And it's going to be in the World this week. It's going to be in the Bridge this week coming up with the advertisement also. But it's from 6 to 9.
All right. Every third Friday of the month.
Every third Friday of the month we're going to be doing. As a matter of fact, I'm working with, pay attention for August. I'm not going to say where or when yet, but I'm working on a very specific adult night, which may include a little bit of sippity sips as part of the open mic night at a location to be disclosed soon.
Oh, my God.
Which could be really fun. I'm also working with that same place to maybe have a gay bar night once a month where if you show up in drag, you get in for free.
I'm doing it.
And socializing.
I'm in.
I know, because you want us to dress you up in drag, and that's going to be the most beautiful drag queen there. We're also going to be doing...
Am I too short to be drag?
No, because we have heels, honey, that'll just raise you right up.
All right. You gonna set me up?
Oh, yeah. Me and Shirley.
And Jed, maybe?
And Jed. And I might even get Amber LeMay to help.
Oh.
Because I need a lot of help. I also might get Claire, the wig goddess, to help. Oh. Because Claire's really good at working on hopeless causes. We also have a sit and knit club coming up.
This is with Will Eberly.
Yes. Will is, if you go on his Instagram at Boy Meets Pearl, P-U-R-L, Will is going to be coming down and instructing new and experienced people on how to sit and knit.
Okay.
And we're going to have food. We're going to have drinks. And it's going to be just soda, juice, this and that.
Yeah.
We already have people signing up.
What's the date on that?
There is no date yet. We're waiting to get at least a minimum of 8 people, and then I'm going to contact those 8 people. Well,
God damn it. What are people waiting for?
Well, they need to be able to either contact me at info@rainbowbridgevt.org. Just send me an email and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I want to be part of the sit and knit. That's all you need to do. And I'll get back to you with dates and times, and we'll pick something. Or you can text me. Mm-hmm. Just send me a quick text. 802-503-9890.
Doing it right now.
802-503-9890 or info@rainbowbridgevt.org. If you send that to me and say, I want to, the minute we hit 8 people, Will and I are going to pick dates. We're going to send them out to you guys. You guys set up the date, and we're going to do it right at the center. It'll be on a Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
And we're just going to sit and knit.
All right.
And the first thing we're knitting is a rainbow beanie. a rainbow hat.
Okay.
Okay? And I'll probably charge you for the needles, so it'll be a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
But the yarn and everything, we're going to pick up and have ready for you. So we're doing that, which is already starting to take off, which is huge.
Okay.
We're also setting up a book club.
I see that.
The book club is really cool because I have somebody from the library up here who works with the youths and teens on book clubs already at the library that's
Yeah.
willing to establish a book club for us where we can pick different genre books.
Okay.
And we'll have a teen club and an adult club where we meet once a month as the teen group or as the adult group and discuss books. Pick a book, read it, discuss it. And we don't want to just discuss the story. We want to pick books that we can discuss. What was the meaning behind that? Why did this character have this? Who identifies with this character? Things like that. So that book club, and if I say the first name of the person, which he's okay with me in saying his name, a lot of people will already know him. So right now I'm just going to leave it as it's one of the members at the library
Okay.
who is in the LGBTQIA community and is very excited about starting this in the fall.
Okay.
So that's something that if anybody's interested, please contact me because I need to get that set up before the fall because he's ready to go with it. He's given me a list of LGBTQ books that are out there, genres that are out there, and I really would love to get this club going as quickly as possible.
I'm sure that we will, and you need to get in here more often,
Yes.
and we'll beat that drum.
Yes. And the artist showcase,
Yeah,
let me
what's
tell
that?
you. What
I saw
happens
that
is-
in the world.
It's in the world, yes. The world has put us down as one of the spots for people when they're going to the different art places around here to stop in and take a look at the artwork.
Right.
We have artwork from youths
Okay.
all the way up to professional artists. And it's all the wall started as just a simple wall, and the art has been flourishing to the point that I have now decided to make all the walls in the Rainbow Community Center art walls.
Good.
So anywhere you walk in the center, there'll be art that can be observed, looked at, and for sale.
Okay.
And if you have art and you want to sell it, bring it down. We'll hang it on the walls. 100% of the proceeds goes to you. If you want to donate something to us, that's up to you. But I had somebody who just sold 2 pieces of art, made over $700 on those 2 pieces of art, and they kept all of it, and there was no hard feelings on my side. So if you want to donate, Lord knows as a 501c I could use it. But if you want to just put your art up as free real estate and then sell it and make the money, I collect the money. I contact you and say your art sold.
Yeah.
The person who buys it does not receive that art until the artist has gotten their money.
And maybe give a nice shout out on social media to the Rainbow Bridge Community Center.
Right.
You know.
Yes, as an artist, just say, hey, I've been showing my pieces here, whatever. I do have artists that do that.
And spread the word.
Yes, and spread the word. Yep. Also, the counseling.
Yeah, the
You remember-
one-on-one pro bono.
Yeah,
So-
remember we talked about that at the very beginning, and I had it on my site that we were going to offer one-on-one pro bono counseling to individuals who needed it for all different kinds of needs, whether it be coming out or just whatever the case may be. Well, our pro bono counseling has begun, and we do have therapists that have been working down at the center, and they have been booking sessions, and it is a very private room, soundproof room, that they have been meeting with clients and setting up additional sessions. So the pro bono counseling sessions have begun for both the youths and adults. So all you have to do, again, is contact me at info@, or you can contact me at the text number that you put up, and people are more than welcome to set up appointments with our therapists. Licensed, educated,
Amazing.
and well-trained therapists who work in and around the LGBTQIA and other communities.
What about someone wants to maybe rent the center or use the center
Yes.
for a birthday or an anniversary? Or,
Yes, I had somebody come in the other day and say, I want to have a birthday party for my girlfriend, and my mom won't let her come over to the house. Can I do it here? And I said, absolutely. So I told her, go ahead and buy the cake Go ahead and buy the balloons. Go ahead and invite your friends and come on down here and utilize the center. You can have it for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Then turn the music up and go ahead and have a birthday party. Somebody who wants an anniversary party. Somebody who wants to have a special event. You can rent the space out. I'm not looking to make a ton of money off of people, but they can rent the space out for activities, for training sessions, Planned Parenthood, health and wellness. If they want to have seminars or programs, the space is there. The Wi-Fi is available. The computers are available. There's food there, so people can rent the space. People can just utilize it for regular small parties. Yes, it's all out there and available. It's a community center. People use it.
One of the biggest questions I asked you right off, I think the minute that you told me that you're going to start up the Rainbow Bridge Community Center, I might even say within the first 30 seconds, and Raylene was right here.
Yep.
She can vouch. Will there be a drag show?
Actually, we are in the process right now of setting up a full program. And it's not a program, it's going to be an event. And what it's going to be, and it's very close to the fall, so we're working really hard quick on this, is I don't want to say the venue yet, but it's right next door to where we are, right behind the library. But I'm not going to say the venue yet because we're actually meeting them next week.
Yeah.
We're setting up a silent auction and a regular auction. Okay, so there'll be a silent auction section, which I already have people like Wabi Jewelers who are donating things for the silent auction. And we're also we're working on getting food trucks out front. The bar from the Elks. Oops, did I say the name of the place?
You said Elks.
Oops. Well, we're hoping that works. The bar there. And we're looking to do a drag show in which some of our awesome drag queens will be able to run the auction and run the show.
Yeah.
And yes, JD, I know you want to get dressed up. I don't know if those queens are going to let you on stage with them, but we can certainly get you.
Why don't we, make some money off of me? Take advantage. Take advantage of me. I mean, if
people will pay to not see you on stage.
Get a donation plate or something for people to dress for Amber and Butterball, who's amazing, by the way. Butterball will be there.
I hope so. I'm desperately trying to reach her, and she's
She'll be
so busy. But I would love to chat with her.
Just have them all dress me up.
And that's fine. We can do that. But that's a full fundraiser that we're looking to do. We're actually, part of that fundraiser is we're going to be also doing a raffle.
Okay.
And the raffle's going to be a huge, huge prize.
All right.
I can't say what it is yet, but it's going to be, it's to be determined coming soon.
The center is open, what, Monday through Friday? Well, how's this work?
The center is open Monday and Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. for adults.
Yep.
And what that means is anyone 20 and older is welcome to come down to the center Monday through Friday and hang out, commingle, whatever the case may be.
Got it.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, the center is open for the youths, 15 to 19, from 10 to 5. And that means that anyone between the ages of 15 and 19 can come down to the center and hang out, use the computers, watch the TV, play air hockey, whatever the case may be. Anyone under the age of 15 is more than welcome with adult supervision. Okay. So because of the fact that they're under 15, a parent or a guardian would need to be there just to make sure. And a perfect example of it really quick is I have an 11-year-old girl. She's absolutely beautiful, and she's absolutely wonderful. She loves coming to the center and playing air hockey with her friends. She's a lesbian. She has come out to her parents and her family and her school, which is very brave at that age, that she is a lesbian girl, and she's very proud of it. She says to me, does that mean I can't come to the center because I'm under 15? And her mom comes to the center with her and her friends, and her mom supervises, and they play air hockey, and they hang out, and they have a good time. So as long as there's an adult supervision, somebody who will take responsibility of their child under the age of 15 is more than welcome to come down to the center and enjoy it.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what you were hoping for.
It is. It is. And it's slowly happening. Sometimes I'll have a day where only 1 or 2 people come in, and sometimes it's just busy.
Do you ever get discouraged? Do you ever feel maybe that this whole thing was a mistake? Maybe I should have done it in Montpelier. Maybe I'd be more well received there.
No.
Maybe Barry's not the place.
No, I don't feel like it was ever a mistake. I don't. All the money that's been put into this place by me and my brother and my husband, we put a lot of money into it, and I don't feel in any way, shape, or form that it was a mistake. Discouraged? Yes. Sometimes I need the community to tell me, keep going. And I get that. And I do get that from the community. I get people who will send me an email and say, great job. Or I get law enforcement that will literally just walk in. Mm-hmm. Law enforcement will walk into my center, walk through the whole thing and say, you're doing an amazing job. Keep going. Mm-hmm. Okay? So when I get that, that keeps me going. So I love when people just stop in and say, hey, I had a woman who stopped in. She works down in Berlin. Mm-hmm. And she created this beautiful piece of art that with a 3D glasses, the art just pops out at you because of all the colors and the way she did it. Mm-hmm. And she stopped in yesterday on her way to work and said, I wanted to show you this and just ask you, what do you think of this? Because is this something you would display here? And I said, I would display it and I would sell it for you. I says, because this is beautiful. And she's like, I'm going to make more and I'll bring some down if that's okay. And I says, absolutely. So it's when those things happen that I keep going. It's when the haters make their hating statements that I stop and I have to get a thicker skin. And Christine tells me, get that thick skin because you're in the spotlight. You need a thick skin. You need to be able to just let it roll off. And my husband tells me all the time, fuck them. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And my brother keeps saying, really? Who cares? So with those people behind me, I just keep I just keep plugging away. And I'll just keep going as long as I can go. Donations are needed. Anybody who has money that wants to donate, please, because the money wears out. And as a 501c, we keep going to corporate. We keep going to different corporate sponsors and local sponsors. And we keep filing grants and all that stuff. But we always are looking for donations, financial and any other. So we just keep going. Keep plugging. Keep plugging.
It's amazing.
My husband just stopped by to say hi. But you won't put the camera on him because he'll get pissed. He's got to go.
Say again. All right.
All right. We'll see you later. Love
Wearing
you.
the Trans-Siberian Orchestra shirt.
What else is new?
There he is, right there.
There he goes. Bye-bye. Did he give you the finger?
I think so. I think so. We have a beautiful day ahead today. We have plenty of sunshine, but maybe some isolated afternoon showers, 75 to 80.
But bike riding this weekend.
Yeah.
The weather is bike riding
Perfect.
weekend.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Sunshine, lower 70s for the high on Saturday.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Tonight will be nice, 55. Moon will be shining.
Yep.
And Sunday looks pretty good, too. Sunshine, around 75 degrees. What's so funny about 75 degrees?
Nothing. That dog walking down the street with that lady, that dog was kind of funny looking.
Yes.
It's kind of cute, though.
Last night, the Lenny Shoe and Apparel Flying Tigers brought the house down. Round 2 of the Myers Container Service Triple Crown Series, 75 lapper, and Caden Fisher got it. He's a little kid. He's a little kid.
Wow.
Caden Fisher.
Really?
From Shelburne. Yep.
Huh.
Got the checkers. Again, this kid is kicking ass. Kevin Streeter right behind him. Mike McGaskill in third. Let's see. Late models, a 50-lapper with Kyle Pembroke getting the win last night. Brandon Lamphere second. Chris Pelkey third. And the street stocks, Josh Lovely out of Williamstown got the 25-lap main event. And the Junkyard Warriors, or Burnett Scrap Metal Road Warriors, I guess I should say, from Moortown. Neil Foster got the win last night. They made 20 laps around there. Just to recap some of the stories that we're following, the suspect accused in the shooting in that in St. John's Ferry that leaves a man seriously injured. is going to. He refused to appear before the judge. Felipe Cotto from Massachusetts shot Nathan Smyers in the neck Tuesday night, arguing in the parking lot of a gas station over heroin, a heroin deal that went wrong. So he shot him in the neck. And this Nathan Smyers is struggling for his life in Dartmouth. So Felipe apparently thinks that he is above the judge and refused to appear before the judge. So what happens now? Now scheduled to appear in court today again. So he'll probably refuse that as well. Addison County Sheriff Peter Newton, representing himself, this is buzzing today in the news, faces a felony sexual assault charge. He was allowed to question his ex-wife and adult daughter in court yesterday as he challenged protection orders taken out against him. Arrested last week on 2 counts of sexual assault, 1 count of unlawful restraint, not seeking re-election as the Addison County Sheriff this year.
Wonder why.
He's also refusing to resign. So, wow. And finally, this morning we have a woman charged with killing a man in Rutland last month, now also facing a hate crime charge. Courtney Samplaski pleaded not guilty to a second-degree murder charge yesterday in Rutland Criminal Court, accused of killing Sincere Johnson from New York City on June 11th. Remains in custody without bail. The hate crime indicates that the murder of Johnson, who was black, was motivated by the victim's race or religious beliefs. So those are the big stories that are trending in the Green Mountain State today.
No stories about anything that's happening outside of Vermont? Or do we want to just behave ourselves and not discuss?
You know, I was doing daily news about Indiana. You know, what's going on in Indiana. I doing daily.
I know.
And being that today is Friday, I'll stop.
All right.
And people are saying, you know, come on.
Well, and it gives people the weekend to revitalize themselves before Monday when we have to talk about more crap that's happening out there.
Yep.
And hopefully we keep seeing the love through all the crap.
Yes.
Because the crap's so big.
It is.
That it's almost hard to flush.
We like to... things get plugged up every now.
Get plugged up.
God bless you for coming in
pleasure.
Here, making us laugh, giving out some...
Getting on my soapbox.
You got some great information that you put out there. You're doing amazing work.
And I'm sorry to have gotten on my soapbox, but I have a lot of passion for what I'm doing. And I have a lot of passion for all the other centers and the programs out there that are trying to work with all the different communities.
Yeah.
So we just keep plugging away, and hopefully together we'll make a better world.
You got a lot of comments here.
Did I really?
You need to go back and read.
Okay.
All right. But, folks, we say this. Thank you for posting the comments. We appreciate that. But if you could also post those comments on the Rainbow Bridge Facebook page, and better yet, walk through the doors and
just come in and say hi
and speak your comments to this character right here.
And if you don't agree with what I'm doing, come talk to me and let's see if we can make it even better, not worse.
Right.
Let's not complain about it. Let's work on it.
Yeah.
I mean, we only opened June 4th.
Are you going to do a stand-up comedy thing?
With you.
Because there's a story that I'd love to share.
So why don't we do that at open mic night?
Okay. Maybe. I need to think about this.
Okay.
Because it's pretty extreme.
Well, we like extreme.
Raylene and Sherilyn both know what I'm talking about. But
good God.
Listen, if I can make people laugh,
Yes.
if we can make people laugh, that's the ultimate goal. I mean, yes,
my ultimate goal.
You're going to piss me off,
Right.
and I'm going to get pissed at
Right.
you, and I'm going to be. But in the end,
Right.
I love to make people laugh.
And love is love. And the ultimate goal is, as long as you're comfortable in your skin, fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
That's it. Just be you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, buddy. We love you to pieces. Always have. I think it's great what you're doing. And I just hope you come back in here again. And next time, we'll talk about
Giggles.
plenty of stuff that has absolutely
Nothing to do
with the Rainbow
Bridge.